Hello folks, just a random swugga video. I'm just gonna knock out a arena fight here, and then we'll do kind of a roster review just to sort of show where I'm sitting at the current point. So as you can see, I have shifted from shock clones to using using my boy Gas here. I was able to get Gas the most recent time that he came around and said hi. And I have pumped him up. He is Relic 5. In getting Gas, I didn't have to spend... I have spent money in this game before, but I didn't have to spend anything especially for him. I did spend crystals. I spent... I'm trying to remember how many crystals I spent. 1,500 or 2,000 crystals, I believe. That sounds about right. So I spent some crystals to get him, mainly to gear up my Ahsoka. She was gear 12, but was missing a couple gear 12 pieces, so I added a couple pieces to make her a little crunchier, and I think I added an armor plate to C-3PO. Yeah, that health plate I think I added to C-3PO. So I didn't have to do too much. I got really lucky on Phase 4. Basically, on my second attempt, I was able to keep people alive and wipe out everyone except Gas. And he nuked my side, but my droideka had damage immunity up and was charging, so he went nuts on my droideka, and then my droideka fired once and blew him to pieces. And then I spent probably close to another 1,000 crystals on store refreshes to get him up to 7 stars. I had actually saved just enough get there was a territory battle or war going on at the same time, and it finished and paid me out enough to put me over the top. So I burned a lot of crystals just refreshing the store to get him up, and then focused hard on gear. And as you can see, he is Relic 5. He's here on my favorites because I'm going to take him to 7. I'm honestly tempted to just leave him at 5 because for the most part he's fine at 5. These are all protection mods. That's why I haven't put him up to 6E yet, because that's a minor bonus. But as you can see, I have him heavily modded for protection, hardly any speed, just the crit damage triangle, and enough crit chance, and a lot of armor. I've got a modded tanky. Generally doing pretty good against Padme teams with him. Sometimes I get bad luck, and he'll sit down right before the enemy gas goes whole hog, and then he stands back up with only his health, and as you saw, his health is not too special. But for the most part, he's doing fine. I'm basically 99% again on mirror matches, but that seems to be pretty common with gas mirrors. So these are the favorites I have. Working on Vader like everybody else is, but working on him for Luke. He got put in there because that new Zeta is pretty bonkers. My Vader is not well modded. I need to remod him. He is currently modded with not enough speed and probably more potency than he needs. and nowhere near enough crit chance. But once he's relicked, that should help with the crit chance. Chewbacca and C-3PO are here for Luke, as with Rolo and Snolo. And as you can see, I have never focused on Captain Han. I got him in the marquee. If there was a marquee or whatever, when he was released, I was well into the game when he was released, and I still don't even have him 6 stars yet, because I have better uses for my Cantina energy. See General Skywalker. But the next phase of the Skywalker event will be these 4, so that's why they're in here, for me to slow work on them. I don't really want to relic C-3PO. For the longest time, he didn't have this. I think he didn't have any of this stuff. I think I just got him to gear 12 and was done with him. But working on these 2. Chewbacca was always on my list of characters to relic. I just never got around to him. Young Lando and Kira, this is my side project. I have been... Scroll down. I've been working on a solo movie team, as you can see. Got these guys all up to gear 12. They're not going above gear 12. We're holding them at gear 12 because that is tough enough for them. They'll be a fine backup B plus GAT team. But I want to get those 2 to gear 12. The main thing holding me back is stun guns, and the fact that young Lando is a very greedy boy. He needs one of those, he needs one of those, and he needed one of those. So that's 3 pieces, whereas young Han Solo just needed a Mark IV Bacta. That was it. That was the only specialty piece he needed. So screw you, young Lando. I need to get him faster. As you can see, I'm working on his mods. He is currently only plus 80, but he's B team at best. So I'm not gonna break the bank remodding him. Kira, that's a stun gun that she needs there. So get in line. She's also probably the least important member of the team because her leadership thing will trigger, and it doesn't really matter if she dies. General Hux is here just because I probably don't need to work on him. But I wouldn't mind getting him up to 7 stars. I'm not planning on giving him any more gear unless I eventually decide to work on Galactic Legends, but that is so far on the horizon. So Hux can just sort of sit there, and every now and then when I've got a chance, I slow farm some shards. Rolo and Captain Han, again, working on them for the event. I am probably going to get Sky Guy up to 7 stars and then start getting shards for Captain Han. Finn is not there for Galactic Legends. Finn is there to replace BB-8 in my Resistance team because he is a fast boy. And I just need to make him tougher. Got him modded for speed. He's only got 92, but that's already putting him at 252. He's almost fast enough to replace BB-8. So basically he goes first, uses strength of will, and tosses the turn meter to Jedi Training Ray, and then, that's all BB-8 really would have done. I mean, sometimes you get Illuminated Destiny off, but I'd rather have BB-8 on the defensive team with General Grievous here. Grievous is 7 stars from when I was running the nuke. He's mostly just on defense now. 5s, obviously. I mean, we all know what 5s is for. These are protection. That's why I haven't popped them up. My 5s is built for health and armor. He's built to drag out fights, to make him difficult to drop. I could jack up his offense, but I largely use him on defense anyway, or use them on offense. So, whatever. It's fine. I've got him modded this way. I don't feel like remodding him. It's viable. Revan I brought up to Relic 3, I think because I was just getting the gear from Sith Raid and territory battles and stuff like that, and he just kind of geared himself up. I didn't really focus on him. I brought him up to Relic 3. I probably should go to 4, but I just I didn't feel like farming that crap for him. And the benefit he gets from relics is less than other characters because he's just an attacker. But yeah, he's built for speed. That's not the fastest, but I'm reasonably pleased with plus 146. Luke is Relic 3. He was not on my list at all, but he was Relic 3 for the event. I had to give him Darth Revan's mods to get him fast enough to beat the Wampa, but that was it. Asajj is Relic 4 because I like Asajj. She is kind of a monster. She's not built for speed, but she is built for damage and crits. Shakti is Relic 4 because before I had gas, I was running her in my arena team. It's still nice to have her. I sometimes run her under Revan now. I had been, before I had gas, I had been running, of all things, Qui-Gon Jinn under Revan because I wanted his buff removal special. But Shak can do it on a basic, and she can remove debuffs, so she's much more useful, even though 99% of her synergy is with clones. I probably should work up Commander Cody and those guys, but I don't care. Revan is Revan. He's geared himself as well. I mean, when I unlocked him, I gave him the left side because I had all those sitting. Those he's just picked up as we've gone along. I'm not planning on relicking him anytime soon. His meta is long gone. He's mostly built for speed and an okay amount of damage. But it's Revan. Nobody likes Revan. Wampa is not Relic 3 for the event. Wampa is Relic 3 because I like Wampa. I've had other things to do and haven't wanted to spend the time, but otherwise I would have brought him up to Relic 7. I mean, I gave him this terrible Zeta because I like him. But my Wampa, first try, beat the Luke event. Didn't have to remod at all. But again, I've spent a lot of time on modding my Wampa. So, built for health because the protection up is off that. 119 speed because the bugger is so damn slow. So I had to do a lot of work to get him up to that. And his offense is pretty high. So I'm very happy with my Wampa. I use him almost every GAC, even if I don't need him. Sometimes I'll throw him in as a 5th just because he's fun. Kenobi is R5 because of the gas event. Brood Alpha is R4 because Brood Alpha. Mine is built for speed. Built for a lot of speed. And, a fair amount of protection, too, to jack up the Brute. This guy's Brute does an unwholesome amount of damage. Palpatine's Relic 2 because I like Palpatine. I liked him, and I had the relic, so I gave it to him. As you can see, offense and potency. His potency is 86, which is not too bad. He's not great speed, but not terrible. And I am pretty pleased with that damage output. In territory battles or that Places of Power, when he's got Badstilla under him, he hits like a truck. Malak is R2 because he's Malak. You want tanks. I think I needed... yeah, my Malik's built like everybody's Malik. Protection and tenacity. He is not fast. Fast Maliks that are faster than Revan made Shock clones a nightmare because he'd screw everything up. But yeah, mine is built for protection and tenacity. His offense isn't that great, and nothing else is that great. He's pure tank, and I think I relicked him because I didn't have as much protection as I wanted. But you can see I didn't go very far with him. Mother Talzin is built for offense. I'm not honestly sure why I put defense on there. I think it was for the secondaries. But yeah, my Talzin is not fast. Pretty much everybody's Talzin and GAC is faster than mine. Her potency and tenacity are nothing special. But her offense is. She hits really hard. Padme's R2 because it's Padme. I think I relicked her for gas and only went up to R2 because I didn't want to spend the resources. She sits on defense on GAC, so good enough. Rex and ARC Trooper have those relics because they're arena team. My Rex, like everyone else's, is fast. 1+135. He outspeeds most Rexes that I see in the arena, which now that I'm under gas is less important because I let them form up first. You didn't see it. I didn't fight them. I could 6E more of his mods, but it's not really worth it. What is this? Offense. Yeah. I wanted him to hit a little bit harder than a wet noodle, but he still doesn't hit very hard. Nest was, I believe, my second relic. She is R4 because that was all the higher I went. As you can see, I have built her for potency. Hardly any speed, but her potency could be better, but I just haven't spent the time and resources to improve her potency. I'd like it to be 180, but for most things in GAC, this is more than enough because the team she's fighting, I'm not fighting Padme with her anymore. The team she's fighting, that's more than enough potency, especially if I stick her under Farm Boy Luke. Daka is R4 because she's Daka. Mine is built for speed and health. As you can see, she is fast for a Daka and tanky for a Daka. And I don't know, and not too much armor. But I will occasionally run a Daka lead to counter enemy Grievous teams. It's touch and go, but it can work. Echo, yeah, everybody knows Echo. He's built for damage. And no, I still haven't given him this because there's no reason to give him that stupid Omega. Bosk is mostly not very fast, but he's built for tenacity. He sits on defense. It's Bosk. What are you going to do? Rey is still built for heroic Sith, I think? I don't know. I haven't looked at Rey in ages. I use her against Bosk teams, and I hardly do the Sith raid anymore anyway, so she's just kind of Rey. I haven't even given her the third Zeta. Magna is R3 for that frickin' Ewok event and for gas. Yeah, tenacity and protection and health. Yeah, just tank. Visas is R3 because I like Visas. I know nobody else does, but I like her. I wish she would get a touch-up. Just give her an Old Republic tag. That's all I ask. I use her in a Karth team instead of Juhani. Give her an Old Republic tag or tweak Return to the Light. Just something just to help her a little bit. I mean, she's got a bit of tenacity. But yeah, I've built her mainly for damage. She got a lot of use in Sith Raid before we could, all but auto it. But, okay. Traya is Traya. Nothing special there. She is still built to counter Darth Revan, which is why she's got all health mods. So, she needs more speed, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Yeah, she's got the crit avoidance arrow. I need to make her faster because I'm using her against bugs now and Night Sisters. I would like her faster, but I just haven't spent the resources. Greedo's R4 because I like Greedo, and I used him in the Sith Raid for the machine gun. So he is not as fast as I would like, but I had to get that crit chance up. And he hits pretty hard. And there's only so many mods in the game, R2 is R2. No, you're not getting that. Speed and other stats for combat analysis, nothing special. Han Solo is R2 because I decided to relic him to do more damage. You can tell those are probably offense or crit damage or something. He's not very fast, but it's Han. He doesn't need to be very fast. He hits okay and has a really high crit chance, so I'm fine with Han. I think he's used in the event, so I'll probably need to give him another relic level. B2 is R2 is relic 2 because B2 is useful, and for the gas event. Night Sister Zombie for my Night Sister team. She is built for health and an okay amount of tenacity. Could do more. Health and speed, mainly. I built her for health because once that protection's gone, it's not coming back. And I want her to survive while we're going on. Hot topic. Yes, modded for potency. Yes, I know that's not optimal. Yes, I know that means she only has 115 speed. But I want her debuffs to land. And unless the opponent has tenacity up, her debuffs land. Dooku is Dooku. He actually has my old Thrawn mods on him. This used to be the set Thrawn War. Give or take a couple tweaks. So he's mostly built for speed. At some point, he will get a relic, but that is so far down the line at this point. Scion is a colossal disappointment. I don't know what it is. My Scion never performs as well as anyone else's Scion. I mean, his tenacity's okay, his speed's okay, his health and protection are acceptable. His armor, I don't know. It just seems everyone's Scion does better than my Scion. Thrawn has Nest's old mods, because I used to run a fast Nest. Now I run a tenacious Nest, and I run a fast Thrawn. 300. That's the only stat that matters on Thrawn. He also hits pretty hard. Nobody cares, nobody cares. Jolie Bindo is modded like everybody's Jolie Bindo, with a bit of speed and a lot of tenacity. It's Jolie. My Yoda... Oh, my Yoda is still modded for damage. Okay. Yeah, he's not very fast, but he's usually under Revan, so it's less important. But yeah, he is modded for damage. BB-8's just modded for speed. Kylo is just kind of tanky. Oh, what is this that you want, Obi-Wan? Oh, you want that too. I had to tweak old Ben's mods because when I reliced Luke, Old Ben would have gotten guarded instead. R2D2 is still screwed, so I can't run R2D2 in that squad anymore, so I'm running Old Ben instead. T3 was built up for Nuke Team. Yeah, here's Ahsoka. Yeah, these two pieces, I believe, are what I gave her for the gas event. She is built for damage, and that's about it. Hermit Yoda is built for speed. Droideka, like everyone, hits hard and has no speed, and has saved the day on more than one occasion in Geo territory battles. Fulcrum's up there because I like Fulcrum. Screw you. As you can see, Young Han and Vandor are both... No. Not giving that to Vandor. He's not there for the damage. He's kind of a mess, but he's good enough for the most part for what he's getting used for. Han is just built poorly. I just don't have the mods for him, basically. I want his speed higher, I want his damage higher, I want his crit chance higher. Even though... yeah, he gets stacking crit chance. I want his speed higher, but I don't have the mods for it. So, yeah, Qui-Gon is Gear 12 for one of those quests. One of the Jedi quests, I think. So I had to bring him up to Gear 12. So I started using him, as you can see, I used to use him as a leader. You know, remember this, Zeta? Remember the Foresight Qui-Gon teams? Yeah. I ran that. But I was running him under Revan for Humbling Blow to strip buffs and I guess Harmonious Assault, but I don't really use him anywhere now. He's got okay speed. He used to be built for more potency. I mean, he's out of date. I might use him in a cleanup team. Maul got the Zeta 4 GAC, actually. That's why he has it. Oh. Who else needs that? Nobody. So I just use him as an annoyance team with his brother. Savage was built for heroic tank. Yeah, back when getting Kenobi shards was difficult, I used Savage. I was the Phase 3 guy, because I had a Zeta Savage. So that's why he's built for health. Embo. Night Sister Acolyte has a relic because I like this character. I know she's not very good and not used hardly anywhere, but I still like her. And mine is relatively fast and hits pretty hard. Also used her in the Sith Raid. HK, you know, whatever. Old Kylo, yeah. Sidious, this stupid Zeta was for Phase 1 of the Sith Raid. I ran a really weird Vader team. It was Zeta Vader in the lead, Sidious, Sabine Wren, Visas Mar. Do I still have this? And Wampa. Yeah, this team. 'Cause it worked. Especially when I could get Visas to take the Annihilate and then counterattack. Because Visas kept the debuffs off everyone. As long as I could get 1 or 2 dots, that was good enough for me. And then Wampa just went to town. Weird team. This was another team that I used for Phase 1, just relying on the Greedo machine gun. This was obviously Phase 3, and that was Phase 1. So that's why he's got the Zeta and is Gear 11. Ezra, who cares? Talia, she's on my list to relic because in the Night Sister team she's more useful than the Acolyte because of her cleanse. But, you know, whatever. Spy, yeah. All this is old hat, nothing special. L3 is part of my old team. Holdo got Gear 12 just kind of cuz. I was just kind of working on it and didn't stop working on it. Eventually I'll be able to unlock her ship. Soldier, my Stark is built for speed, but he doesn't have enough. He only has 101. They can take out crappy Night Sister teams, basically. Magma Trooper is Gear 12 because of Heroic Sith Raid. I ran him, before I switched to the Vader team, I ran him under Thrawn with Visas and some other randos. I think maybe Death Trooper. But I ran him because he could double tap Nihilus and gain a whole bunch of turn meter, and double tap Nihilus and gain a whole... He was used when we were still running Tier 5 Sith Raid. Sith Assassin I liked. Resistance Trooper was when I was running a Finn team. Remember Zeta Finn before they nerfed him? Yeah, I ran a Finn team, and I had a Resistance Trooper jacked. I mean, it doesn't look like it. He's probably lost some of his mods, but yeah, he had a big crit damage, pretty good damage and crit chance. He was a machine. Nothing special. Yep, Cup, because I'm working on... Cup is a back burner side project. Eventually I'll relic him, but no rush. I've got way too much on my plate right now. Like Fox. Lando, yeah, eventually he'll be G13. What is this? No, I'm not. What do you need? Oh, good lord. Oh, no wonder I never G12'd you. Tarkin, looming. She gets gear because of nostalgia. I used to run her. Oh. Yeah, you can have that. See? Nostalgia. I used to run... She used to be my lead. Before Zetas existed, she was my lead. How many of these do I have? Oh. Yeah, you can have that too. Yeah, screw GP. I don't care. How is she modded? Health, a little bit of speed. Poorly. Okay, that's how she's modded. But, I mean, look how far down we are. She's going to be poorly modded. I already explained Sabine. Ewok Elder. The only reason he's that high is for Chewbacca, of course. Mace, the only reason he's that high is for his ship, for gas. Probe Droid got the Zeta for Nuke Squad and never went any higher. He's built for speed and potency. Doesn't have a lot of speed, but it was enough because BB-8 was on that team. Scav Ray was built up just cuz, and then I saw what gear she needs for Gear 12. And I said, screw that noise. Because seriously, screw that noise. Snowtrooper, I wouldn't mind taking the rest of the way up, but, you know, whatever. Zeb got the Zeta so I could get Thrawn, because I could not get through the final tier. So I gave him the Zeta. Same reason Ezra has it. Dacha's on my work list. Eventually, I will gear him up. What is it? I need to. Yeah, he's going to have to wait. I would like to eventually relic my Jawas, but again. Oh, Tusken Shaman! That was the 5th on the Vader team. Yeah, why doesn't it... Oh, before I was using visas, I used Tusken Shaman. Because he could apply dots and heal. So that's why he's Gear 11. Yeah. But nobody ever expected to see a Gear 11 Tusken Shaman with crappy mods. Yeah, Clone Sergeant needs work. The only reason he's as high as he is was for gas. Because I had to get his ship up. Wouldn't mind working on Wicket. Wouldn't mind working on Stormtrooper Han. Wouldn't mind working on Plo. Night Sister Initiate was kept like this for Phase 3 of Heroic. Before the Anakin cheese was found, you just had the Death Storm. She used to be in my arena team. This character used to be a monster. I don't think anybody remembers it, but way back, I think before Omegas, she was the second, or when maxed out, she had the second or third highest galactic power. She was just a beast. I was one of the few people that ran her, and she tore shit up. Nothing special with all of these. What do we got down here? Nebbit needs work. Aura, man, I would like to, but apparently she's still a little bugged. And where is her shards? Yeah, Cantina. I just have more important things to worry about. I have started and stopped her farm more times than I can count. I thought I had her better modded. I've probably taken her mods from now. I would like to, but Cassian, I really need to pop him up because reasons. Luke Skywalker. Yeah, you still can't have it. You only exist for this. That's why you exist. 45 tenacity. Although, that's almost tempting. I don't have the zetas for it, but since I run Nest under him, giving her, just piling advantage on her, that's tempting. Gar, yeah, whatever. Gamorrean Guard also used to be in my arena team. You can tell, and Juhani here, that was all I needed to get Revan, so that was good enough for me. It was touch and go, but yeah, this fat boy. I used to use him under, I think he was part of the Lumi team. Let's see, let me scroll over here, GW Nonsense. Yeah, these are just weird teams. That was, someone said on YouTube, that's not a bad team. This, I used to run an arena. This, everybody used to run an arena. This was also for, until Thrawn, I think, this was my arena team. Obviously not that geared, but yeah, that old school Wigs team. This used to be my arena team too. This was a nasty team back in the day. This worked until Chase and Commander Luke Skywalker came out. And then this is some nonsense I'm using in Galactic War right now. I'm working on the final Sith quest, which is Rebel kills with Palpatine. So I'm running this idiocy, just basically I get the kills in Galactic War, and I want a team that'll burn through Galactic War fast. And I don't want to deal with Boba Fett or Night Sisters, so that's why Gas is there. Vader's in there because new Vader powers. I want to play with them. It was Dooku for the counterattacks. which is also why Wampa and Nest is in there. Experiments. This was trying to make a B team. This was making a B team. This was something that never worked as well as I thought it would. I was trying to come up with a team with Grievous, and I'm using Xeris there to increase his max health, but it just never really worked right. That's a team that doesn't hardly get used anymore. That doesn't get used for much of anything. This gets used in GAC. That's why I'd like her to have an Old Republic tag, because then she could assist with this. But as it is, I've gotten wins with this team. Of course, with all the money not money, but all the resources I've pumped into it, I damn well better. I should gear 12 those two at some point, though. That's a standard team. Current arena team, old arena team, older still arena team, really old arena team, and before I got Revan arena team. Yeah, these are all arena teams. Could probably dump this one. Yeah, this is what I used to run. This is what I ran in arena before I switched to clones. And before I switched to that, I ran the Nuke Squad. And before I did that, I ran this. Yeah, this shitty team. I actually stopped climbing an arena, stopped my arena climb, and just would hover around 150 or so because I got so sick of mirror Revan fights. I just switched to I think I switched to a Titans variant. I think it was Commander Luke, Han, Thrawn, Nest, and Wampa, I think is what I was using. Also for a while with this, before I got Malak, I would run Revan, Hot Topic, Alpha, Zombie, and Daka. Double Tank and Resurrection, which worked pretty well, surprisingly. Nobody important down here. Ayla I'd like to work on, but again, I've got so much more important stuff to do. Resistance Pilot, there was a while I used her ship, and I tried using her with the Finn team and then realized that Trooper was so much better. Krennic is something I've wanted to work on for ages, but never have. Oh, you can have that. There you go, Krennic. Feel better now? Because you ain't getting either of those for a long time. Because this Zeta isn't bad. Honestly, looking at it now, with Vader just being in beast mode, I could see making a crit build Vader, sticking him under a Zeta Krennic. I mean, plus 25 crit chance, plus 25 potency. And when he critically hits, I mean, an extra ability block chance, because, you know, Vader's got that 80% chance, so 20% of the time it doesn't even happen. So that would give him a second chance to throw out ability blocks that can't be resisted. So that also means that if you're fighting something other than Rebels or Jedi and gaining protection, holy crap, that actually could work. Man, I really need to work on my Krennic. You heard it here, folks. Heard it here first, folks. Krennic might be making a comeback. Let's build a quick team. So we go down here. I mean, my Krennic's not making a comeback. He's 5 stars, gear 8, no Zeta. So let's see. We want Krennic and Vader, obviously. And we want crits. So we'll put our TIE Pilot in. TIE Pilot used to be in my arena team as well. I Gear 12'd him for nostalgia. Mine is not as well modded as he used to be. I mean, he's only got 86 speed. And nothing special anywhere. But at some point, I need to remod him and just make him stupid fast. I think at some point I will remod him entirely for speed and use him more utility, because I mean, that offense is nice, but I think I will switch him to a speed and crit chance set. The problem is I have... actually... offense and 15 speed. Defense. Yeah, did you want to see me remod a character, folks? Let's remod again our TIE pilot. So we've got offense and crit chance. Nothing there. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat. Alright. So we give him this. I'm going to go over here. 8 speed. Good enough. Because it can be sliced. 9 speed. There we go. Let's... what do we got? Crit. Ooh, 3% crit chance. That's good. I'll take that. Slap that in there. That's going to be the hard one to replace. Yeah, I do not have... +3. +9. So we'll lose 5 speed, but have the potential. No, that's not it. Have the potential to gain. Protection would be preferable down there under a Zeta Krennic. A Zrenic, if you will. Yeah, because that's only going to go to 9. Yeah, that's jacking him up. What do we have here? Protection and no speed. Defense. Ew. Offense and 15 speed. Yeah, we're not going to top that. I'd prefer a crit chance or a crit damage. Let's take a look. See if there's any scrubs I can steal from, like you. Potency, no. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, you wish. What do we got down here? We are sorting by speed. Let's remember that. 4, 5, 8, 9. That's a... Jesus, that's a lot of protection. Increase in crit chance. Same speed. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, folks, remember, Jyn Erso, we gotta fix her mods. Boy, there's not many people I'm willing to steal from. Oh, especially on that. Holy cow. How do you rate? Alright, so we lost some health, gained 7,000 protection, gained 11 speed, a little bit of potency, which actually won't hurt. Lost damage, but we're not using him for damage now. Yeah, we'll do that. Turn that off. So we'll fix Jyn in a minute. So there, now you know how I remod. So we gotta fix his stuff up. I used to have him modded for damage because he hit like a truck. Yeah, 267. And under a Krennic lead... Oh, he's just getting crit chance and potency. He's not getting any speed. But that's okay. Alright, so who else do we want in here? We want... Well... Thrawn. I'd like to make it without Thrawn. Let's look at the Magma Trooper. Ooh. 36% crit chance. Tenacity. There was... Why do I have so much crit damage on you? You're not... I don't know what's going on there. But... yeah, we could put you in. And who else do I want to put in here? Kind of want to put the Red Guard in, but... Oh, yeah, Snowtrooper. You're a crit machine, and you've got an AoE, and you've got a mod that needs to be upgraded. It's not a very good mod. It's not any better. What is your speed? 181. Yeah, you're not very fast. But you are built to hurt. Well, that's not a bad mod. That's passable. That's not great. Let's see here. Yeah, he's built for crit chance because of his special. Nah, I want him hurting. I want him to hit like a truck. No speed there. There. No speed there. This has speed. I might give him... Nah, that's not going to be worth it. Yeah, you can have that. Yeah, I like that. It's only got 2 troopers, and it doesn't have Death Trooper to go with Krennic. But honestly... maybe I will put Death Trooper in instead of Magma. Because Death Trooper, those two work together. They do have synergy. I'm not giving him the Zeta. But that gives healing. What does this do? 20% health instead of 15% health. 50% chance to gain 100% turn meter. And Krennic gets crit immunity. Oh my goodness! You're missing a mod! Oh, I stole a mod from you and I forgot to give it back. Let's see, what do you got? Speed, speed, speed. A little bit of speed, a little bit of speed. Alright, what do we got here? Defense, potency, protection, defense, potency, tenacity, potency. Yeah, you can have that. There we go. Wow, geez, no wonder my Death Trooper's been underperforming. God knows how long he's been missing that. Yeah, that'll work. I need 2 more Zetas. But yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm glad I did this review. I mean, nobody's going to watch an hour-long thing of me talking about my roster, but... Oh, we need to fix Jin. Where are you, Jen? You are way down. There you are. I don't... Yeah, the Rogue One squad doesn't really do anything for me there. I mean, I keep everybody modded, but right now we're doing Hoth territory battles because screw Lightside Geo. But, I mean, I need to work on my Rogue One squad for that fight in the last zone, but I just can't work up the fucks to give. As you can see, we are just... WAD is just... yeah, whatever. And I did 2 rounds of Luke. I got 30 shards. 2 down, a whole ton to go. If you're wondering why Rose Tico actually has 22 shards, it's because before they changed how the raids worked, if you wanted to post 0 damage, you had to have a 7-star person do it. So I was going to be funny and make a 7-star level 1 gear 0 Rose Tico and have her be my sacrificial lamb, but they changed that before I ever finished her. So, you know, whatever. As you can see, Lobot and... I have only been farming from Bronziums. That's only from assault battles. That was from Bronziums. This is from wherever he drops. I haven't actually spent the energy on him. Kit, I haven't spent any effort on, hardly. Marauder, I need to work on. And, yeah, now we're basically back where we left off. So, there we go. Here we've got my current focus. Gas to Relic 7, Vader to, I'd say Relic 4. It's probably where I'll stop with him. Maybe 3, maybe 5, but probably 4. Chewbacca, C-3PO, both of those will go to Relic 3 and be done. Chewbacca I might take to 4. Young Lando, 12 and done, 12 and done. 7 stars and done. Relic 3 and done. I'd say Gear 12. And Zeta. R3 and done. I don't know. Whatever. So there you go. Let's end like we began. I think I've got 1 arena fight left. So let's do a gas mirror. As you can see, that gas and team has more relics than mine. But generally, that doesn't matter. Oh, and he's faster. Good. When they go faster, they all go, and then we get a lot of counterattacks from gas. This is a Relic 7, and mine's Relic 5, and as you can see, I'm already almost made him sit down. It looks like his is built for damage, too. Whereas mine is just a big slab of concrete. So where is there... Nope. Where... There he is. There's 5s. Hi, 5s. Couldn't find you. And then we just start chewing up his 5s. Clearly built for protection. Ooh, careful. And not quite enough. No, no, don't. Settle down, gas. Just power everybody up, and there we go. 5s is down. So now we take out gas again. Now the counterattacks and AoEs are not a concern. I was afraid we were going to kill Rex early. We do not want that. I wish I had more crit chance on my ARC Trooper, but he's more built for, I think, raw offense and speed. Bye, Rex. And ARC Trooper. Let's see if we can drop Echo. Yes! So their gas stands up without his protection, which will make this... Oh, well, we're done. Makes it a lot easier. Yeah, gas mirror matches are a breeze. They almost always go like that. Pretty much never lose. Which, unfortunately, it also means that my team is doing good enough that I can get to the Galactic Legend wall. Oh well, this has gone on long enough. So there you go. Roster review, plans, and super sneaky, super secret, possibly really good, probably really bad team. So, until next time, folks, have a good one.